Hi, I'm Taylor Hamilton.
And I'm Stephen Fisher.
Have you noticed that the news has been doing a lot of segments on terrorism that seem to happen every day? Do we know if we're actually safe? Do attacks really happen every day? Are attacks going to happen to us? Are terrorists all from the same country, the same religion? Stephen is here to tell us some things to remember about terrorism.
Thank you, Taylor. Studies show that the most important thing to remember is do not stereotype. For instance, some people think the Muslim religion are all terrorists, but judging by their culture does not mean they're all terrorists. The Muslim faith emphasizes peace, like the white supremacists, the Ku Klux Klan that started off Christian. And that again does not mean that all Christians are bad. There are some big misconceptions about terrorism too. For example, people think that terrorists do this because their religion tells them to, which isn't necessarily true. It's important to remember that just because there's a small number of people in a group who do terrible things, that doesn't make the entire group terrible.
Thank you, Stephen. Now here are Nick and Trista to talk about how to be safe from terrorism.
Thank you, Taylor and Stephen. Hi, I'm Trista Baker.
And I'm Nick Zimmerman.
How often do you see the news? If you watch a lot of the news, you probably see a lot of terrorist attacks. How safe are we in our towns and homes, Nick?
You may be surprised to find out that most of us are already safe, especially if you live in a city or state that's not a big target for terrorists to attack. Terrorists like to attack bigger and wealthier cities, so if you live in a city that has a lot of money, you're a bigger target for a terrorist to attack. So Trista, how likely is it that we'll be in a terrorist attack?
Studies show that there is a small, tiny chance that you will be in a terrorist attack in your life. According to experts, you're more likely to be crushed by your furniture than be in a terrorist attack. Now you see the actual fear. You being in a terrorist attack has a low probability. In fact, you probably noticed that going to the airport takes longer. That's because of all the security technology that scans any harmful weapons. So Nick, what can average citizens do to support counterterrorism where they live?
Good question, Trista. You can teach other people and have conversations with people to dispel the misconceptions and to avoid hate and discrimination. Also making sure that people aren't too afraid, because sometimes people make decisions about people when they're afraid, and those decisions are hurtful. When you're doing that, you're letting fear and the terrorists win.
Also, make sure to share this video with friends and family. Thank you and good night.